All right. What is up, traders? What's up, tycoons? Super excited for today's video. Going to give you all an update on Chiliz, the CHZ token. All right, we're going to go over the previous video setup. We did get that cup and handle breakout and hit our major level to the upside. All right, if we zoom in, all right, and take a look at what we're currently seeing. We did end up getting a head and shoulders. There's a possible five-way bullish structure that we're going to look to see if it plays out. And we're going to go over the key levels that if we break below there, then obviously we're going to be bearish below. So make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and we'll go ahead and break down everything. Before we go any further, the content provided in this YouTube channel is for informational, educational purposes only and is not intended to be relied upon as legal, financial, or investment advice. Myself and any individuals that appear in this YouTube channel are not registered financial advisors or brokers. Trading in stocks, bonds, commodities, and crypto involve a significant risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. So be sure to read through the full disclaimer and we'll go ahead and move on. So in the previous video that I had, there were a lot of things, that we went over. We're still respecting some key levels. One of the main things is this RSI trend line right here. We ended up rejecting this once we got that breakout up here, right? So we broke out up to our 0.1738 level, and you can see that we ended up getting a pullback, right? So that's one of the main things that I wanted to show when we zoom out. Okay, now if you zoom in a little bit more and look at that previous video setup, here's that cup and handle pattern that we had. Okay, and 0.1447 was the breakout level, right? Once we got above there, we were looking to hit our price targets up here of around 0.1738. And you can see we came up and hit those levels, and that's also right where we rejected that trend line. Now, something that's really useful for spotting potential entries and exits is going to be the MACD indicator, okay? So when you see this red line cross up above the yellow line, that's typically what's known as a buy signal, right? And we get that right in this area over here. It goes a little bit lower to our major support level of 0.1027, and then we end up getting that strong rally from 0.10 all the way up to 0.17. Very, very strong push in Chiliz, right? And that was a good signal right there. After we had that rally, we did get a pullback, but look at what we did here. We held our three major retracement levels, right? So that's what these sets of yellow lines are, is the 38.2, 50%, and 61.8% Fibonacci levels. You use these because nothing moves in a straight line up and nothing moves in a straight line down. Rather, you get a move up, a retracement, and a continuation of that trend, or you get a move down, retracement, and a continuation of that trend. So we're looking to see if we're going to get that trend continuation and push up to these price levels here, which is exactly what we did. We bounced near the 50% retracement level after our pullback, okay, and then we hit those wave 3 targets right there, right around 0.1738. Okay, so now if we go ahead to the current setup, after we did that, we ended up forming a very clear head and shoulders, right? So we had the left shoulder here, had the right shoulder, here was our head up at our bullish price targets, and it did take us back down to this demand zone, right, where we bounced here, we bounced here, we bounced here again as well. So if we end up breaking our 61.8% level right here, which is going to be 0.1165, all right, that's when we're going to be bearish below, and most likely we're going to get a retest of this 0.10 level. All right, potentially even head lower, if we don't find support and bounce in here, of course we could break through, flip that to resistance and head lower, right? So you want to keep that in mind. Now, the reason we're bearish below 0.1165 is, again, it's using those fib levels, and we talked about the trend continuation, but you can also use them to spot trend reversals, right? So let's say you move up, you retrace, and you start consolidating and break through those retracement levels. That's how you can spot a potential downside reversal, right? So that's what we want to be cautious of. Now, if we take a look, we've had a nice 1, 2, 3 up here, and we got to wait for a pullback, holding above our major fib levels here. And if we push up higher, there is a chance that we could come up to the 0.1535 level. Now, there's some key levels that we're battling before there, which are going to be 0.1267, 0.1317, 1373. And if we're able to close above there, as you can see, we just wicked above here. We weren't able to ever flip this level to support from resistance. If we're able to do that, that's how we could potentially hit that 0.1535. If you're not familiar, markets tend to move in 3-wave and 5-wave structures, right? So if you take a look over here, all right, for instance, we got a 1, 2, 3 up, right? And then we got a 1, 2, 3 down, and we've had a 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going to look to see if this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or if this is going to be how it was last time over here, where after we got the essentially the 1, 2, 3 phase, right? if we take a look, right, we had the 1, 2, 3, and then rather than getting a 4 and a 5 continuing upwards, what we did was we started a new bearish three-wave count of 1, 2, 3 to the downside, right? So that's something that you want to, just be cautious of, right? If we take a look, we did get that strong move to the downside. All right, we started bouncing right here at the 61.8% retracement level. And if we're not really able to get back above and retest this 0.1373 level, then that's when most likely we would see, us break below that bearish level right here, 0.1165. And again, if we do that, we're going to head down towards that demand zone and look to see if buyers are going to step in as they've done multiple times in the past, or are they going to break through right now? I mentioned the MACD earlier, right? In the RSI, take a look where we rejected again, that same trend line that we rejected up here off the cup and handle breakout. We rejected it again as well over here, reaching these new highs. So the more times you test the trend line, the weaker it's going to get. If we retest this one again, it's possible we could break out. You look for a breakout, retest, and push higher. If you just get a breakout and then you come back down into this range, that's going to be pretty bearish. It's something known as a look above and fail, and it's very indicative to show that, hey, sellers are in control right now because buyers had the full opportunity on the breakout of that trend line. And if they don't take advantage on a retest and really push things back up higher, it's going to show that it was a false breakout and that sellers are actually in control and are going to push price much lower. So that's something you want to be aware of. If you take a look again on the MACD, we had a very nice buy signal over here in this range after we came back down to our demand zone here. All right, so this is an area of interest with the demand zone. All right, and then number two, possible signal is right here. Once we get that MACD crossover to the upside, we had a very nice push again from that 0.10 level, this time up to about 1.373. All right. And most recently, the MACD did curl down, right? We had a MACD crossover here to the downside. We came back down and retested our 61.8% level. And currently, it's trying to curl up and give some clarity, right? So if you're bullish, you're going to want to see the MACD give a buy signal here and cross back above. And if you think that this is going to go lower, you want to watch out and see, does this start trending back down again and start to create some space to the downside in between the red line and the yellow line? If it does, that could be another potential sell signal. So, those right now are the main things that I'm watching when it comes to CHZ. I want to give a shout out to today's sponsor, all right, which is the Tandem Cold Storage Wallet, guys. If you don't know by now, your money is not safe on these exchanges. If it's not your keys, it's not your crypto. Tandem is a cold storage wallet that looks like a regular credit card and functions as it functions without any batteries, wires, and connectors. It's really awesome. Only takes about 1 to 3 minutes to set up. All right, versus your typical hardware wallet will take about 20 minutes. Now, what's really nice about it is all you have to do is go and download the app on the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store. It's the Tangem app. And it's sold in packs of 2 or 3 cards. And the reason being is because there is a backup option. You can have multiple cards for the same wallet. So gone are the days of, oh no, I lost my cold storage wallet and all my cryptocurrency is gone forever. You can actually have backups. I recommend storing them in separate places. Obviously, you don't want to keep them all together. And it's super easy to use, guys. You just scan and activate, then you go and set up the password and you can start making transactions. It literally only took me about 2 minutes to get mine set up. What's really cool about it as well is that it's DeFi compatible. So, what this means is you can exchange, buy NFTs, make loans and deposits in more than 100 different decentralized applications with the help of Wallet Connect. It's compatible with such things as Uniswap. We have Aave on here, PancakeSwap, some popular things like Curve Finance and Yearn Finance, as well as many others. And it currently supports over 2,700 cryptocurrencies. Something else that I really like about it, okay, is that this thing is completely waterproof, right? So you can completely submerge it in water and you don't have to panic like you would with the old type of cryptocurrency wallets. This one will still work. It will still function. It's also freeze proof and temperature resistant as well, compatible with 26 blockchain networks. And, the price point is also much more affordable. So, some of these more expensive cold storage wallets, can cost upwards of, $100. And that's just for one, right? That's not even with a backup. Now, when you use code exactly, like the channel name Exactly Trades, you guys can get a discount on your purchase of the Tangem wallet. So download the Tangem app today. All right, on the Apple App Store, the Google Play Store, and use code exactly when you go to purchase, and that will get you guys a discount while also supporting the channel.